Step 1, how to choose a niche. Hi, I'm Lori Ballen, and I have several businesses that are all driven by blogging. So I could easily tell you that I earn about $250,000 a year through blogging and video. I will add that that comes from services, coaching, teaching, courses, affiliate income, AdSense, all of that. So we'll group them all in there. But my leads come from blogging and from YouTube and social media channels. Blogging is the anchor. Blogging drives the whole thing. I rank on the search engines for blogs for all of my niche websites. And when I rank on the search engines for somebody's typed in keyword phrase, we call that a query. When that query is performed and the search engine results page appears, they see my listings on there, they click through, and hopefully they find what they're looking for and they digest part of that blog. On that blog, I may have a video for them to watch. I've got items for them to buy or services for them to order or things they can subscribe to or download. So there's lots of different ways that I work those blogs to monetize the blog, but the format works very similar. So today I want to talk to you about how to really get started blogging in a way that you can truly monetize and make money from your blog. All right. So the first thing you're going to do, step 1, you've got to decide what you're going to blog about. We call this your niche. Some people say your niche. I'm in Vegas, we say niche, okay? So you're going to decide, what do you want your blog to be about? Now, a couple things here. 1, don't get too caught up in this, so caught up in this that you don't actually start anything. I hear other instructors and bloggers and teachers and people on YouTube say how important this niche is, and if you choose the wrong niche, you're just going to be out the window. And I think it paralyzes people. It stops them from moving forward. What you want to do is pick something and go. I am an Action Jackson kind of girl. And I will tell you that that is absolutely the reason that I've been in business since I was, well, teenager really, but officially licensed at 21 years old, serial entrepreneur, multiple businesses. I've sold businesses before. And I will tell you that my secret to success is not how great of a blogger I am. It's not how great of a writer I am. It's obviously not how great of a YouTuber I am. While I'm confident in making videos, I don't mess around with all that fancy schmancy stuff really when it comes to YouTube. The secret is that I take massive action and I don't worry about things being perfect. Perfect is the enemy of profitability. If you lose sleep over typos, this is going to be a lot more challenging for you than it will be for somebody like me. Now, I'm saying we should have our Grammarly installed and we should have those things that watch our spelling and whatnot, and we definitely could have fail-safes in place to go back and check, but you're not going to be perfect. Man, when I first started blogging, my stuff was just ugly. And I have to tell you, part of the reason why was the platforms were ugly. We didn't have WordPress. We didn't have what we have today to blog on. Our editors were ugly, and so you just wrote all of this awful, long, on top of each other text, right? Then you'd try to put in an image, and it would be off to the left or off to the right. I mean, you know what those old school websites look like. So part of it wasn't my fault. Over time, they've become really, really nice. I'm very proud of the work that we put out now, and I teach it. I teach how to blog in this style that keeps your reader on the page, that gets them clicking and engaging, that helps you rank on the search engine. There really is a formula now for how to create a great blog that people want to read. And it's not hard. With the tools and the platform now, this really isn't hard. You just kind of have to learn those steps. Okay, so the first thing is to choose your niche. So how do you choose your niche? Well, there's several ways. I'm going to say that most of the time my niches have kind of chosen me. My audience has chosen me, so let me give you a few examples that might actually help register something with you, okay? My first one was real estate, and that's because my ex-husband, now ex-husband, then husband wanted to get into real estate, and I ended up joining him in real estate, and I'm naturally more of a marketer than I am a salesperson. And so being a real estate agent didn't really appeal to me necessarily, but the marketing side of it did. And so I went into real estate, and back then this was, gosh, the internet was nowhere near what it is now. But it actually, I started this with my catering company when AOL said, "You've got mail." That was the first time I started playing with the niche and the whole internet stuff. Was my catering company. And again, that was my when I met my ex-husband. He had this company, and I started, but we weren't blogging yet then. We were doing just AOL and little bits of stuff. So when I got into real estate, I said, let me kind of create this digest. This was my thought. This is the whole reason I actually started this. I said, I keep saying the same thing over and over again to my clients. I keep telling them how to sell a house, how to buy a house, what is escrow, how long is it going to take to sell my house, how do I get the top dollar, how should I prepare my home, how do I buy a house with no down payment, how do I buy a house with low credit, all of these things. And then I got into short sales, which was even more, way more in depth. And I said, I wish there was a way I could just kind of put everything I say every day on somewhere and give it to the clients. And so that's blogging. So I created a blog all about short sales and all about the home buying and home selling process, and quickly shot to #1 in my market for all things short sales. I closed hundreds of short sales. 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010. These were all the distressed properties, where the bank has to agree to take less money. That's called a short sale. Oh, hundreds and hundreds of those. And then once we got out of that distressed market, then it was just more all of the how to buy a house, how to sell your house when you're getting divorced, just all those kind of things. What's it going to cost me to sell a house in Las Vegas? And quickly that blog became my niche, right? And then I created this kind of little sub niche of that, this little side niche of that, which was hyper local marketing. Things to do in Vegas, things to do on a date, things to do for free, things to do with your kids, right? And started figuring out that, oh my gosh, I could make money by adding in a Groupon partner code. I could make money by putting in an Expedia link or banner and things like that. And so real estate was my first niche because that's what I did for a living. So it made perfect sense. Now, if I knew what I know, if I knew then what I know now, the mom stuff. I would have a mom YouTube channel, and I would have a mom blog all about that stuff. At this point now, my older daughter's in her 20s, and my youngest daughter's a teenager getting ready to drive. So, but I will tell you that space is super, super competitive. So you would have to dive into that space and find out what inside of it. So let's just say your niche is going to be being a mom or dad, being a parent. How can you make that smaller so that it's not as competitive? There's not as many people blogging about it. Well, maybe it's being a single dad raising your kids. Maybe it's being a single mom raising your kids. And you're going to talk all about being a mom, but you're going to do these really certain things where you talk about being a single mom and how a single mom makes money and how a single mom manages her time schedule and how a single mom plays both mom and dad, and how the single mom handles the holidays. Or maybe it's the divorced mom or dad, right? That's a blog. Knowing now after being divorced for a few years, I know that's a blog. Anyway, those sometimes whatever you're dealing with in your life at the time can be a blog. Having cancer. I saw somebody do that recently. I'm using examples of some of the ones that people have told me about or that I've seen that blogged about this whole journey. And thank God she is healthy and in remission and doing wonderful. But what an incredible blog. I mean, motivating. She's got a whole documentation of of the whole process. And then people are sharing that to give faith to other people and telling the journey. And she's got affiliate links on there for t-shirts and breast cancer, all kinds of different stuff. Equipment, things that you have at home, so that niche called upon her, right? That was something she was going through. Okay, maybe you're getting married. Oh my gosh, that is a blog. That is a whole thing. Getting married in Las Vegas is huge, right? That's where I live in Las Vegas, so that would be a great blog if you live in Las Vegas. It could be, I'm going to do it could be hyper local, like I talked about. It could be, I'll give you another example. Let's say pets. A lot of people want to do pets, okay? I love my dog. I love my dog. Great. Well, just making a blog about a dog is going to be super, super competitive on the search engine, super competitive on Google, super competitive on YouTube, super competitive on ads, because the highest, pet supply companies and whatnot are all going to kind of have a lot of money rolled up in there and a lot of time and energy. And if you just start talking about dogs, the odds that your website's going to be found are pretty slim. But what if you talked about breeding dogs? All right, now you just made it a little bit smaller. What if you talked about breeding one particular style of dog? Now you just made it that much smaller. Maybe you're blogging all about healthy dogs, health food, their exercise, their whatever. You've just got to kind of think about, how do I make this smaller and smaller and smaller? Okay. I started a lifestyle blog for the midlife woman. So this is women, let's just say 45 to 65. Okay, 40 to 70, whatever. There was a technical age range in there. My target audience is the 50 to 60, because I'm going to be heading into that age in the next few years when I enter the 50s. And so I started with over 40, which is where I am now, but I'm already gearing up towards the over 50. One, it's a larger demographic, a larger audience. More people are searching over 50. So I like the idea of where that pocket's going to go, even though it's way more competitive. So I started testing it, just kind of started blogging about anything to do with over 40. Everything from weight and health and fitness and wrinkles and fashion and marriage and divorce and dating and empty nesting and finances and business and all these kind of things. And I happened to slip in some things about makeovers for women over 40, makeovers for women over 50, and those have hit a pocket. Those already have been climbing on the search engine. So now I kind of going, okay, so there seems to be a pocket for over 50 makeup, over 50 makeover. So what do I kind of want to do with that? Could you build a whole blog and a whole video channel around over 50 makeovers? Yes! Oh my gosh. Like in my head, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I don't do great with makeup. So I'm using shared licenses, YouTube videos, permission, all of that. But I'm thinking, gosh, I should go to Sephora, Ulta, any of these places that do these free makeup classes where you agree to buy makeup, but you get your makeover for free. And I should ask them, hey, do you mind if I bring in somebody to do a video while we're there? Because I want to show what it's like to, what are the things that you do for an over 40 face or an over 50 face that might be different than an over 20 or over 30 face, right? But I wouldn't have known that if I didn't test it. There's a couple little areas in there that are rising, but I didn't know. None of my keyword tools even told me about this over 50 makeover. Like, I really didn't see that. Another thing that's trending and doing really well on there is mother of the bride. Mother of the bride dresses, mother of the bride hairdos, mother of the bride makeup. Like, oh my gosh, especially being in Vegas, this whole mother of the bride thing's a whole niche in itself. So you can take a niche and you can really, really narrow it down. You can also take a niche and start off really, really small and go, gosh, I'm really not getting a lot of traffic. This really doesn't seem to be that popular. And you can start to slowly branch out a little bit, But you've got to kind of decide what you're passionate about. I've got another blog called the7thstream.com. That's my how to make money at home, how to make money online, affiliate income. All about finance, business, making money online, how to monetize your blog, how to monetize your YouTube channel, all of that. And that's a niche in itself. How to make money online, unfortunately, is a massive niche. But specific affiliate marketing through blogging, affiliate marketing through YouTube, those are much smaller niches. So I can get on there much faster with those than I can just make money at home, But I could do a whole blog just strictly geared towards work-at-home parents, work-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads, whatever, and target that audience if I want to even take that a little bit smaller. So you got to kind of think to yourself, what's going on in my life? Where am I at? What am I passionate about? Don't look at your blog as it has to be a forever blog. What if you are getting married and you love the topic and you're going to vlog, video blog, or you're going to do a written blog, which I want to talk about written blogging. You could say, I'm just going to do this for a year, everything about the wedding process. And if this sucker were to take off and do well enough, it could still feed you for years to come without you adding anything to it. Or you could sell it, or you could say, okay, that was great for a year, or you could turn it now into a being married blog. How about the millennial married mom, right? Or married millennial, I'm just making, whatever, baby boomers start over. There's all kinds of ways that you could do that after the fact and turn that into things, okay? So I highly suggest you do something you're passionate about. Now, I started another one on the keto diet because I lost 50 pounds on the keto diet in 6 months, and then I became a certified keto coach, so it made sense for me to start blogging about keto. But I'm going to be really honest with you and tell you that I do not enjoy blogging about keto, okay? There's only so many things that I can talk about when it comes to what is the keto diet, what do you eat, what are the results, what are the side effects, how long to lose weight. I don't want to talk about keto every day of my life. It's just not. It's the way I eat, it's my lifestyle, but it's not going to be something I'm passionate about on an everyday kind of basis. There are people that are nutritionists, that are weight loss coaches, that's all they do. That's what they should do. But for me, I've got all these other things going on. That's really not my favorite place to go, right? So I started the keto blog, got it up and running, got it monetized, got it making money, and now I've hired somebody to go in there and add recipes because recipes are huge on Pinterest, recipes drive a bunch of traffic, and then I periodically go in there and post a passion piece. It's something I want to talk about, like keto travel, how to do Disneyland on keto, something that I experienced that I now want to blog about. And for me, that's how I want to run that blog, that niche blog, and it makes me very happy doing that.